and welcome back to my channel. This is Shika Bless. I am so excited that I get an opportunity to come back and do another video for you guys. I have been bombarded with phone calls, text messages, and emails. And as I mentioned to you guys before, if you watched my last video, I made a commitment that I'm going to come in and share my journey with you guys, talk to you guys about starting your own business, sharing my experience and some of the challenges that I face as a small business owner and how I go about overcoming those challenges. Also, I'll dig a little bit into my own personal experiences, such as mental health, dealing with a lot of different things from divorce to single parenting and all of those things and getting back out there and trying to date again. I will give you guys all the details because, as you guys know, a person that on a whole, if you're a boss, you're a business owner, you're basically your everything. Okay, so you have to make sure you have a really good balance of your life and work and everything else that comes in between. All right, so let's get right into today's video. So I promised you guys that I was going to tell you how I got started. How did I become this entrepreneur that is running a LLC and partnered with another LLC that services clients all over the country? Well, I will tell you guys how I got started at first because my journey is a little long, so I will have to break that down for you guys a little. First, I will tell you guys how I got started because I wasn't always like this. I didn't just kick the door in. I first became a notary and started working as a mobile notary, and today I will tell you guys how I did that for only 80 bucks, okay? How I got started for $80, literally. Actually, it was less than 80, but when you add taxes and stuff, it's close to 80, so I just rounded off to 80. But anyways, guys, let's get right into it. So today I created a cheat sheet because I'm a busy person. I have a lot of things on my mind, so sometimes I tend to kind of just go off on a topic. So I want to get straight to the point and give you guys all the information and make sure that you can watch this video and leave this video knowing that you have learned something and you understand exactly how to go about doing this if this is something that you want to do. All right, so why did I become a notary in the first place? I'll tell you guys why. At the time I was separated or going through a complicated relationship, and I had a job, a regular 9-to-5. I was working with the IRS. Yes, I did work with the IRS for several years. And I'll tell you guys about that experience in another video. But yes, I had a regular 9-to-5 job, and I basically just wanted to work on my own. To be quite honest with you, it was very difficult dealing with, at the time I had a toddler. It was very complicated dealing with a toddler and then going to work and trying to balance everything on my own. So I wanted to go out and, be my own boss and see what it's like out there and how much I can accomplish on my own. I was very committed to my job as an employee, so I felt like, if you take that same energy and invest it in yourself, you're probably going to love the results that you're going to get. So that's what drove me to actually do it. Now, that's what drove me to become an entrepreneur. What drove me to become a notary was I was watching the Steve Harvey show. Yes, I was watching TV. I was watching the Steve Harvey show. And there was a lady that was in the audience, and she asked Steve a question, and Steve, when they stand up to give their response or whatever, let me just move this here so I don't get OCD about it. But anyways, so she was on Steve Harvey and she asked a question. So Steve was like, yeah, what do you do for a living? She's like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mobile notary. And Steve was like, really? What's a mobile notary? And do you make good money doing that? And she said, yes. She told what the mobile notary was and how much money she was making doing it. I was like, intriguing. I need to go find out how to become a mobile notary, because if she's working for herself, making good money, then it's definitely something that I should be able to do. So the first step was to become a notary, because to be a mobile notary, mobile just means that you move around and you go around to people. But to become a notary in the first place is the first step to becoming mobile notary. Did I say that right? I don't know, guys, but just bear with me, okay? There's a lot in this brain. Anyways, so yes, I first wanted to, had to go and become a notary. Look, guys, it's back. This thing wants to annoy me. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you guys like the style. All right. Anyways, guys. So yes, I went and I looked up how to become a notary in the state of Florida. It turns out that the state of Florida doesn't really require a lot, just like other states. You would be surprised to know that you can become a notary with no degree. A matter of fact, I don't even remember there being a requirement for you to be a high school graduate on the notary application. Don't quote me on that, but I don't recall it being there. But, you know, honestly, guys, I don't think it's there. But anyways, if you check and it's there, just let me know in the comments, all right? But when I did it, I don't recall that being a part of it. Anyways, guys, I'm home, so please, if you hear any background noise, lawns, cars, whatever, lawnmowers, cars, just forgive me. I'm home, but I'm making good on my promise to you guys that I will come in and tell you guys about how I got started. So please, just bear with me, okay? So, again, my first step was to become a notary. How I did that, I took a 3-hour course that was online. It was free from the state of Florida. Once I took the 3-hour course, then it was time for me to then submit my application to the state with proof that I did the 3-hour course. So I had to submit that information to a bonding agency, and then the bonding agency will then submit my notary application to the state of Florida. Sounds like a lot when I'm saying it, but to be quite honest, all I did was did a class, fill out an application, and mailed it. That's it. It wasn't that hard, right? So if you're interested in becoming a notary, please look up the requirements for your state. I will post a link to all 50 states right below. Actually, that information is also available in my group on Facebook. I will put a link below. It's SBNT Advertise Your Business Here. It's a group that I've created to support small businesses in general, especially people that are in the notary field or tax field. All right. So yes, so I did that. When I submitted my application, there was a company in the state of Florida that only charged $69 for you to get your notary. I promise, guys, look at this. This is going to be the highlight of this video. Anyhow, so the company only charged $69 in order to get your notary, to apply for a notary commission. And with taxes and everything, it was like 70 something dollars. So I just rounded off and said, well, I invested 80 bucks. Right. Technically, it's less than $80, but I don't want to get like technical with it and look for my receipt because this was years ago. So in the state of Florida, you're commissioned as a notary for 4 years at a time. That is your term. So my first 4 years was up this year. Now I'm basically on to my second 4 years. So my second term as a notary in the state of Florida. So every 4 years, you have to renew your notary commission. All right, so that's how I got started and how much it cost for me to get started. Now, when I received my notary commission in the mail, I'm going to tell you guys about what I basically did afterwards, right? So I got my notary commission in the mail and I was like, okay, yes, I got it. Now what? What do I do? I'll give you guys a tip. Whenever you are trying to become a notary, you want to gain as much knowledge as possible on the notary duties itself, the things that you are allowed to do and the things that you're not allowed to do. Once you become familiar with those things, now it's just a matter of going out and basically just working. Now the state does give you normally like a manual or reference manual or something to basically guide you as a notary. They normally have a support, like the state of Florida has a notary line that you can call. They have the governor's reference manual that will give you information on, clarify questions and things like that you may have about, am I allowed to do this? Can I do that? Now, let me tell you some fun things about the kind of things that I've done as a notary, mobile notary. This is what I was doing in the beginning. So Florida notaries are allowed to solemnize the right to marriage, which basically means you can perform a marriage ceremony for a couple. I've done that at different venues, parks, beaches, people's homes, hospital. I did one in a parking lot. Yes, I'm not going to judge. It's their day, however they want to do it. It's very fulfilling, to be quite honest with you. One of my clients, the one that stood out really was a client that I had to be up at 4 a.m. because they wanted to get married a little bit after 5 in the morning at sunrise. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta be up at 4. But anyhow, it was my job, it's my duty, and I really, really love what I do. I enjoy meeting people, I enjoy going to new places. And of course, I'm gonna tell you in just a minute how much I earn doing these things, and you will see that it's really fulfilling doing something that you enjoy and doing it whenever you want to do it is absolutely amazing. And knowing that you're building your own brand, your own legacy, you don't have to answer to anyone really. You're just going out and doing you. It's an awesome feeling, guys. Trust and believe me. Now, I'm not telling you that it's all roses all the time. Yes, you will have bumps in the road, but they will not be anything that you cannot overcome. All right. So yes, notaries in Florida, we can marry people, we can verify contents in safe deposit box, we can go out and verify VIN numbers on cars, we can we basically handle a lot of different legal documents. Also, there's one other thing, let me see, there's so many other things that we do, but I just want to highlight the ones that I've had the most experience doing. Another interesting thing that you can do as a Florida notary is you can do remote court hearings. So you guys are probably like, remote court hearings, what is that? If someone is on house arrest and, like, for example, they have a court hearing, more than likely they're going to ask for them to do the hearing remotely. That means they're going to be at home, they're going to call in, and they're going to be sitting into a conference with the judge and whoever else is involved in the case. So what they do require is a notary to go out and verify the person's identity, and then the notary sometimes administers the oath for that individual. So that is a court proceeding or remote court hearing. I've done quite a few of those. They are very fast, very easy. The judge normally tells you what to say and you basically just say it and then you're done. They will tell you, notary, you're dismissed, and you carry on with your next client. All right. All right. So that is in a nutshell about what I do. How I got started. Now I do a lot more than that now, but initially when I started, that's what I was doing. Now I was only doing that part-time because I was working with the IRS at the time. I'll tell you guys about that in another video, but I was doing it part-time and I really loved it. And I was kind of like, you're wanting to go out and work on your own. You want to be your own boss, but you don't want to just walk off the job and just not, have money to take care of your family and all that stuff. So I was doing it part-time. As time progressed, I realized that this is something that I can do full-time. The most money that I made as a mobile notary, I would say, in one day was $375. So, forgive my dryer. Someone's doing laundry. Told you guys I'm home. But anyways, so the most I've made in one day is $375. So I thought to myself, if I can make $375 a day, multiply that by 5 or even 6 days a week, I can definitely do this full-time. So that is what motivated me to actually continue and to branch off and do this full-time. Now I will tell you guys, doing it full-time, you have to basically be ready to go out there and get those clients and to keep them. You have to be ready to go out and to partner with different places, different businesses in your community. You can partner with banks, hospitals, nursing homes. I tell people all the time, and I will do another video on specifics on how to market your business and how to build your name to get people to know in your area, to know that you're there and they can, so that they can call you. One really unique thing about my company is we are 24 hours. That means when the bank is closed and UPS is closed and whoever else is closed, we are open. And I've gone to hospitals late at night. I've gone to hospice late at night. People can have emergencies and things like that at any time. So that 24-hour, that 24-hour service basically made me stand out from a lot of different places. And a lot of people prefer to come to me because they know not only are they going to get great service, but I'm also going to be very, very flexible on fees and so on. Now let's talk about fees. Always, always, always charge the set fee for whatever the state gives you. For example, for a notary acknowledgement in the state of Florida, the maximum transaction fee or execution fee, I'm not sure how to put it, but the maximum fee you can charge per acknowledgement or per signature or per stamp, however you want to put it, is $10. Okay. So that $10 fee though is just for that part of the transaction. So your travel costs and things of that nature, that is obviously determined by you. The state does not regulate that. So you want to make sure you sit down and do the math. Some states do give you a preset amount that you can charge for travel, like for example, mileage and things of that nature. But as I mentioned, you want to do the research on your own and find out what the requirements are for your particular state. All right. So guys, that is basically in a nutshell how I became a mobile notary. I didn't have to invest anything else because I already had a vehicle. I already had a car, so I didn't need to buy one. Hopefully, if you're wanting to become a mobile notary, you already have one. I was not making what I believe to be enough money to get an office, not quite yet. So when I first started off in 2016, I was only operating mobile and people loved it. I mean, people love the fact that they can call and have someone come out to their home and just show their ID and get their stuff notarized. A lot of people, especially where I live, they basically just don't want to be dealing with going to the bank, getting in line and all this stuff. They will pay you for your time and because you're very convenient. All right. So guys, so that is how I got started remote notary. Now I will be telling you guys, like I said, I have another video that is coming up and I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit more in depth about how I became a notary signing agent. What is the earning potential for that? Because that is a whole nother category that you can actually earn more. All right. I also will be talking to you guys about my experience as a tax preparer, how I became a tax preparer, tax professional actually, and ERO. Coming up in another video. So guys, please subscribe. I will be giving you guys all the details and everything I discuss and more. I will be talking to you also about establishing your own LLC as promised. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, any questions or concerns, please feel free to drop a comment below, or I will you can respond to me on Facebook or any of my social media handles. I'm usually pretty good at trying to address everything for everyone. All right, guys, I will see you guys later.